Welcome to Geek Fandom Media. I'm your host, Chris, and let's jump into some of these topics I can't wait to discuss. Now, you guys, Marvel Studios has been going through a weird period right now, especially with the box office results of Captain America: Brave New World. It seems like the retooling structure of what they are going to prioritize moving forward is just the beginning. Shows getting, axed off left and right. It is kind of a weird time in the MCU. But with that being said, you guys, there's a lot to look forward to. With Daredevil Born Again dropping literally in a week at 6 o'clock today, you guys, the early non-spoiler reactions will come out for the first 2 episodes. I will be going over that with you guys. Cannot wait for that. But I'm excited for these returning characters from the Marvel Netflix series. One being Jon Bernthal's The Punisher, which has been confirmed today, you guys, that he is coming back not only for this show, but he's getting his own Marvel Studios special presentation on Disney Plus. I am so ecstatic about this. I think it's a brilliant idea. Certain characters, you kind of don't need to flesh out a full-length season for their stories. But I like what Marvel's able to do with the special presentation stuff. I think it's a brilliant idea. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. It was so much fun. Werewolf by Night was so unique and refreshing. And then you create something with Jon Bernthal's The Punisher, Frank Castle, and you go dark. You go really heavy in tones. I am so serious. I mean, he really thrives off of his anger, his vengeance. I don't know what story they have in mind for a special presentation for Jon Bernthal's Punisher. All I know is I am 110% on board for a special presentation for Frank Castle in the MCU, guys. I'm really looking forward to more of the street level stuff within the MCU. This multiverse stuff has been somewhat of abysmal. It hasn't been the greatest, but these character-driven stories like your Daredevil, like your Punisher, your Spider-Man, there's so much you can do with that. So I'm looking forward to Jon Bernthal returning. He is currently right now shooting, his next film, The Odyssey, with Christopher Nolan. Cannot wait for that. What a huge get. I've been a Jon Bernthal fan since his Shane, The Walking Dead days, you guys. I'm telling you, just so iconic. He's great. Moving on to the next topic, you guys. You ever wonder what's happening with that Okoye show that was supposed to release on Disney Plus? That's been scrapped. So the Okoye show is no longer a go-ahead. It's done. Like I said, we are in the retooling phase of the MCU. So Marvel's pulling back, scaling back, really looking at the schedule, really looking at their whiteboard, at the projects they had in early development and seeing where they can make some cuts, because it's a little concerning right now. A Captain America movie is not going to cross $500 million at the box office. Now, granted, Civil War was the last Captain America movie. I get it. It was Avengers 2.0. But you're saying Captain America is going to struggle at the box office. The person who's going to be leading your Avengers in Doomsday and Secret Wars. That's a little concerning if I'm Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige and everybody over there. It's very concerning. So I get where they're making cuts. They're going to be probably scaling back budgets as well. God knows how much Avengers Doomsday is going to cost. Having RDJ back and all your returning Avengers is going to cost abysmal. But, there's so much pressure riding on Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. I mean, honestly, Endgame was such a wild, massive success at the box office and critically and amongst the fans. Doomsday has to succeed, because if Doomsday doesn't, boy, we are in for a wild ride going into Secret Wars, you guys. I mean, it's crazy. Deadline reported earlier today that Doomsday starts shooting in April. So they are really going in with the full head of steam. It's going to be interesting to see how they do Avengers Doomsday. Like I said, I've had my concerns, my doubts. I feel like it's not earned, it's rushed, and it just doesn't, something feels off with Avengers Doomsday, and I'm excited to see, these beloved heroes return. I'm excited to see the multiverse saga end, but something about Doomsday and Secret Wars just doesn't really feel like it's being earned in this multiverse saga, and that's a little concerning coming from a fan. But I'm hoping to see Okoye in some kind of other project. Maybe she might appear in the Ironheart project. Who knows? But, Okoye Denai is an absolute wonderful actress. She does so great in everything she's in. She played Tupac's mom a couple years ago. She was on The Walking Dead. And her character as Okoye in the MCU and in the Black Panther films is just so freaking awesome. I love every time she's on screen, she just demands your presence. And the whole Dora Milaje, the suits, it's just so awesome to see. I would still love to see a whole, Dora Milaje series. I mean, why freaking not? That would be an absolute banger. That you have Ryan Coogler lead that series, or be the showrunner or something like that. But who knows when the next time we're gonna see Okoye, you guys. And moving on to the next topic, Spider-Man. We're talking a little bit of Spider-Man. Nothing crazy, nothing big. It's been confirmed, a lot of people are wondering why Spider-Man doesn't really show up in the Disney Plus shows. That's because Sony owns the Marvel television rights. So they can only do about 30 minutes of animation for Spider-Man. So we're never going to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man appear in anybody's Disney Plus show unless Marvel Studios Disney breaks down a whole new deal with Sony for Spider-Man. But Spider-Man's not showing up in Daredevil Born Again. This is not happening. But it's been confirmed that he will be mentioned in Daredevil Born Again by the Kingpin, which I cannot wait to hear. Man, it's the fact, you guys, I'm telling you, you got to get the Kingpin. You got to get Daredevil back into the movies. It's essential, especially Kingpin, going to be the mayor of New York City, where most of our beloved heroes are. I mean, I am so excited to see these characters interact. A lot of people want to see Kingpin and Spider-Man interact in the MCU. I mean, why freaking not? He's one of the greatest Spider-Man villains of all time, you guys. I am so excited for Daredevil Born Again. I cannot wait, dude. Oh my God. One more week and we get to inject those episodes into our veins. I really want to kind of blow through seasons 1, 2, and 3, but I'm like, man, I don't have the time to sit through all 3 seasons of Daredevil. I love them, really appreciate it, but I just don't have the time right now. Extremely busy dad, husband, working full time, but it's unfortunate. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about Jon Bernthal getting his own special presentation at Marvel Studios on Disney Plus, and what storyline would you like to see adapted for a story for them to tell for Frank Castle? Post your comments down below, and of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching Geek Fandom Media. Peace.